Hello, this video will instruct you how to make a supersized mini flower using template 1 mini flower. So a supersize one means we're going larger than a traditional flower. So this is going to be approximately about 6.5, almost 7 inches. So we're going to use, and I did use a couple different templates. So template 1 mini flower is for our main petals. For our sepal, we're using the Halloween Spooktacular mini flower bundle. Template 2, center number 1. And then we're also using Paper Flower Center Bundle 1, center number 6. And lastly, the Halloween Spooktacular mini flower bundle. Template 2, center 3. So I like to combine them. So you're going to set up your project in your machine's cutting space, and then you're going to set it up according to the sizes noted on the chart at the beginning of this video. That document is also available on my Facebook page, PhotoFabPaperFlowers, in the Photo Album 2022 Crafting Happy Hour Instructions. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So for our sepal, if you're choosing to use a sepal, it's totally up to you. We're going to use the 1/4 inch dowel rod, and we're going to roll all the petals up. So place that dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, thumb on top, index finger underneath, pinch it up, and just roll it along. So you're just giving it a slight curl. Pinch up and roll. So place it right down in that middle, thumb, index finger, it holds the dowel rod in place, pinch and roll. Now I am doing 2 of them at the same time. If you are newer, you may find it easier to roll only 1 of them at a time. And I roll with my right hand because I am right-handed. That's my dominant hand. So with my left, I place my thumb on top, index finger underneath. It holds that dowel rod. I pinch it up with my thumb and roll it along my index finger. I am pinching pretty tightly. Okay. And then we're going to flip them over because we're going to attach them with the roll facing downward. Now for all of template 1 flowers, or petals, excuse me, we are going to cut into the center of them using our scissors. Okay, so I'm using a Fiskars fabric and mixed media scissors. You can use any scissors to cut them. So I'm going to flip it over because I have them stacked from largest to smallest. So there's 2 of the larger ones. And we're going to cut in between each of the petals. So just do a slight cut in between. This design has a very large center, so that way we can get our petals rolled deeper with our dowel rod. We cut into the center. Okay. Take your next one, and we can only do 1 at a time because these are all different sizes. So you're just going in between each petal. We're doing this for all of template 1. There are 7 petals of template 1 because it is a larger mini flower. So when we say supersize mini flower, that just means all the petals are connected in the middle. Where a large template, you're just working with 1 individual petal. Here, ours are all connected. Okay, so again, we're going to work from largest to smallest. So we're going to flip them back over with our stack. We're going to take our largest ones and we're going to take a 1/2 inch dowel rod. So if you have one of my newer dowel rod sets, I do color them according to size, and I provide a little size chart for you. So just place that dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, thumb on top, index finger underneath, pinch it up and roll it along. If you need to, you can come in from the other side. These are much larger petals, so the restriction of making a supersized mini flower is your cutting mat and the size of your paper. So traditionally for a mini flower, we could cut almost as large as about 11 and a half inches. If you're using 12 by 12 paper. So. And we're just rolling it up. These two petals, layers 1 and 2, are rolled up with the 1/2 inch dowel rod. I'm just going to set them to the side. For our next one, we're still going to use the 1/2 inch dowel rod. This is a 6 1/4 inch. And we're going to do one up and one down. So place that petal down in the middle of the petal, pinch it up and roll. You're going to skip a petal, go to your next one, and roll it up. You're going to skip a petal and roll it up. Flip it over. So now the ones we just rolled are facing downward. Pinch it up and roll. Okay. For our next layer, layer number 4, yes, it's a 6 inch wide petal, and we're going to use the 3/8 inch dowel rod, and we're going to roll all these petals up. And then we're going to take our next one, layer 5. This is 5 3/4 inches wide, and we're going to roll this up also with the 3/8 inch dowel rod. So place that dowel rod down in the middle of the petal, thumb on top, index finger underneath, pinch it up and roll. Super simple flower petal design, but with us mixing it with a different center and all that, and again, you can use any center with template 1. It does not come with a center, but it's a lot of fun to mix our flower center bundles and different templates together to create a brand new flower. So now for layer 6, this is 5 1/2 inches wide. We're going to use the 5/16 inch dowel rod, which is your red dowel rod. Pinch it up and roll it. So now our dowel rod isn't as wide, so we're going to get a much deeper curl to our petal. And mine will be curled a lot more from the right side just because I am right-handed. It tends to curl more that way. If you need to, you can roll it in from the left side. Oops, I'm sorry. This one was supposed to be rolled one up and one down. So that's easy to rectify. We're just going to place that dowel rod down, and we're going to pinch up around and just go every other petal to fix that. Whoopsies happen, right? And then for our last one is rolled up, layer 7. This is 5 1/4 inches wide, and we're going to roll it up with the 5/16 inch dowel rod. Okay. Now for our Halloween Spooktacular Template 2 mini flower, this is center number 3 as part of that Halloween Spooktacular mini flower bundle. So we have 2 of them, and we're going to roll the wider ones with an 1/8 inch dowel rod. So that is our purple. So you're just going to place that skinny dowel rod right on top, and you're just going to pinch around it. So this is for the wider petals. They look like a bowling pin almost. And this is giving some shape to our center. Now you can make the center a different color, totally up to you. Okay, and then for the skinnier ones, we're just going to use a piece of 18 gauge floral wire, stem wire. Just pinch around it. If it's easier, again, you can do just one at a time. For the sake of time, I am doing both at the same time. So just pinch around it. It is a workout on your arm and hand, so just be prepared. So again, it probably is easier to do one at a time, but once you get used to it, you can do 2. Maximum I would do would be 3. So you can see the difference. It's curling them versus these are all flat. So you want to give them some shape. Okay, we're almost there. And then lastly, these are, again, Halloween Spooktacular Mini Flower Bundle. This is from Template 2 within that bundle. And this is center... I'm sorry. I'm really messing up in this video. This is the Paper Flower Center Bundle number 1. I apologize. So this is a bundle that comes with, I think, 6 different centers, and this is center number 6. Okay, so we're going to take our flower shaping mat for all 3 of these. I'm going to do one at a time, and for each of these circular seeds or tips of the center, we're going to use our metal ball stylus tool on our soft foam flower shaping mat. And in a circular motion, you're just going to stir that center. And we're going to do this for all 3 of these. So it's just giving it some shape. So instead of it being flat, you're going to see a nice shape to that. Super pretty in the center of a large or a small flower. So with the Paper Flower Center bundle, you can use them on your larger paper flowers. We'll take our next size. And again, rolling each of the tips. I'm using the second to smallest tip of the metal ball stylus. Again, in a circular motion. My arm does hurt, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. You can see how they are folded up there. All right, and then our last one. Again, we're just rolling all the tips of the center. And this is Paper Flower Center Bundle number 1, Center 6. All this is notated on that instruction document at the beginning of the video. And again, you can save it from my Facebook page, PhotoFabPaperFlowers, in the 2022 Crafting Happy Hour Instructions photo album. In a circular motion. Almost there, friends. Almost there. So this is Astro Bright's paper. It's 65-pound cardstock and it's Blast Off Blue. It's such a beautiful blue color. And then also for these centers, we're going to cut in between. So you can see the gaps. There's 3 of them clustered together. So we're just going to do a small slice in between every 3rd petal. And again, that's just to make our center smaller. And we don't want to cut off the petals, so you're not doing a very large slice. I'm doing that for all of these. Okay. So let's go ahead and start assembling our flowers. So I'm going to flip them over. We'll leave our sepal because that's the very last step. So for our 2 largest petals, we're going to not roll the center of one, but we're going to take our next one. We're just going to roll in the center to lift those petals ever so slightly. Add some hot glue on the back. Gonna look at 2 petals, bring it straight down right in the middle and press. Gonna take our next one. This is where we rolled one up and one down. Roll that center with your metal ball stylus that lifts our petals up. Add some hot glue. We're gonna keep rotating our flower. So we're going to look at a petal, look at 2 petals, and bring it straight down. So this, our size changed, so it's going to come in a little bit from our previous layer. Okay, we're going to take our next one where all the petals are rolled up. So this is layer 4. Add your glue. We're gonna look at a petal and place it in between. Okay, and stir it around. I like to stand directly over it. Now I am a little off center standing just because of the camera. Roll your next one. These are rolled up. Use your metal ball stylus tool. And keep rotating your flower. We're gonna look at 2 petals and bring it straight down. And then roll it in the center to make sure it adheres. Okay. She's very beautiful. Our next one, the petals are rolled one up, one down. So we're on layer 6 of template 1 mini flower petals. Add some hot glue in the center. We're going to look at 2 petals, look at a petal, and bring it straight down. Make sure it's in the middle there. Then our last one is rolled up. Now, if you find it's getting too close in the center, you can place one petal in front of the other. And that allows you to glue it in much more easier. And then you can still look at 2 petals. Okay. May not think we have room for our center, but we do. We're going to take our 2 centers here that we rolled with our wire and our 1/8 inch dowel, and we're going to take a slotted quilling tool. We're going to thread one end into the slotted quilling tool. You're going to roll it a few times. Add some hot glue to secure that center. And then roll and try and keep that bottom edge aligned. And then we're going to secure the end. So you can see the difference by rolling it. It's not super flat. Now we're going to take our next one. We're going to add some glue. We're going to start right where we ended and roll it. And keep that edge, bottom right edge aligned. And secure with glue. Now we're going to start from the center out. So we're starting with the smallest of center number 6. You're going to roll the center with your metal ball stylus, and you want to use the smaller one because we really want this to close in on our center. And you can take your next size. We're just going to keep them lined up. We're going to remove it from the slotted quilling tool. So you can see my bottom is really lined up. We're just going to add our hot glue and glue it into the center of the smallest one. So we have them small, medium, and large. Fold up that center around it. Add some hot glue again. Glue it into the next size. Give it a moment to dry. Fold the petals up and around. Take your third one, add your glue, glue it into the center. Give it a moment to dry. Fold up and around. Add some hot glue, and now we're just going to glue it into the center of the flower. Hold it there for a moment to allow it to dry. And there you have it. She's stunning. Now we're just going to attach our sepals. We're going to roll the center. Again, these are rolled under now. We rolled them up, but flipped them over. Add your glue to the center there so the petals are rolled under. Attach it to the back, right in the center. We're going to, again, with the petals rolled under, add your glue there. and place it in between the petals. And there you have a gorgeous 7-inch flower. And again, I used Template 1 mini flower, the Halloween Spooktacular mini flower bundle, and Paper Flower Center bundle 1. Thank you for watching.